All right, everybody, welcome back. We are diving deep today and exploring this whole idea of getting rich
Okay.
and, problem solving.
Right.
The source material that we are looking at today is called Pasted Text.
Okay.
And it really kind of sets it up like if you want to get rich, you got to solve problems.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely something to be said for providing value, right? Like, people are inherently looking for solutions to their problems.
Right.
And they're willing to pay for it.
Absolutely.
If it makes their lives better, if it makes things easier, if it solves a pain point that they have.
So, like, what are some examples of that then? Like, what are problems that people will pay to have solved?
Well, I mean, the obvious ones are things like, you need a plumber to fix your leaky faucet.
Right.
You're not going to do that yourself. You're going to call a plumber. If you need to get your taxes done and you're not an accountant,
Right.
you're going to hire an accountant.
Right.
But it goes beyond that, right? Like, think about, I don't know, think about like entertainment, like Netflix, right? They solve the problem of like, I don't want to go to Blockbuster anymore. I just want to watch whatever I want, whenever I want.
Oh, yeah.
And they've created, this massive, streaming empire out of it.
That's incredible. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like you were saying, it goes so far beyond just like basic
Right.
needs.
Yeah.
It's really everything. And the pasted text here says, the more value you provide, the more money you make. So is that always true?
I think there's a strong correlation there, right?
Right.
Like, the more people you help, the more value you provide, the more money you
Right.
are likely to make.
And how do you even define value then?
That's a great question. And it's not always about money, right? Like, you can provide value to your community. You can provide value to your
Right.
family, your friends.
Sure.
Just by being a good person, being helpful, being supportive.
Right.
You can, volunteer your time
Right.
to a cause that you're passionate about.
So it doesn't have to be like a
It doesn't have to be financial.
thing.
No, not at all. And I think about like teachers. Like,
Yeah.
teachers provide immense value to society.
huge. Yeah.
They're not necessarily getting rich doing it.
Right.
But the value they provide is immeasurable.
Totally. Now, the pasted text ends with a really kind of punchy statement. Stop chasing money. Start chasing solutions. So
Yeah.
is that good advice?
I think it's a good starting point.
Okay.
Right? Like, if you're focused solely on making money, you might miss out on opportunities
Okay.
to actually make a difference. And I think, ultimately we all want to feel like we're making a difference.
So, yeah, that's true. So I think that kind of brings us around to like, what can people actually do to solve problems?
Well, I think the first step is just to identify a problem that you're
Yeah.
passionate about.
Right.
Right? Like, what keeps you up at night?
Right.
What are you constantly thinking about?
Okay.
What are you, what are you good at? What are your skills?
Yeah.
What are your talents?
Okay.
And how can you use those to make a difference?
And so do you think that anyone can be rich then?
I think anyone can achieve financial success, yes.
Okay.
I don't think it's necessarily easy,
Right.
but I think it's definitely possible.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to kind of wrap up
Yeah.
this deep dive for today. So what did we learn today?
Well, we learned that money often flows to those who solve problems.
Right.
We learned that value can be defined in many different ways.
Okay.
And we learned that it's important to find alignment between your passions and the problems that you're trying to solve.
Awesome. So to leave our listeners with a final thought, what problem out there is just calling your name to solve?
Yeah, think about that. What are you passionate about? What unique skills and experiences do you bring to the table? And how can you use those to create something truly valuable, something that makes a difference in the world?
Awesome. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
My pleasure.
And we'll see you next time.
See you later.